Most High inhabits the praise of his people, Yisrael. And that was a most interesting thought. To say the least. Because as I studied it and got an understanding of what the Most High was telling me through that thought is for the time we find ourselves in. And needing to not only see the remnant, but for the remnant of his people to step up. Hold up a standard, which is the ensign, which and see that ensign is for the remnant to hold up. And what that ensign is, it's a call. Called to the Most High's people that's been scattered out all across the nations. And when this ensign goes up or out, it's like a flag, or like I said, a standard, which is a call. And a lot of times that call is a call to war. But in this case, it's a call to our attention that war has been proclamated. Yeah. A proclamation of war has been made by the Most High on the nations of the world. And by the way, I wanted to thank my sponsor, Adidas. As you see, I'm Adidas down. And most of all, I thank my sponsor, the Most High, because Adidas haven't gotten the note yet, or the memo yet. But I'm definitely speaking this because I support them and I like their gear. But what I say is, all day I dream about salvation, and that is the salvation of my people. Shalom. So Adidas, I appreciate the email, and if y'all don't want to work out, Nike is on hold. If I would say, because I wear a lot of their gear. So whoever steps up first. And see, a lot of times folks will step up after you get hot. And we don't want to wait too late. I think I said something else besides persistence. Uh-oh. And I think I better keep an eye on the road. But the Most High inhabits the praise of His people. And see, what that thought speaks to my spirit is that whenever we have had enough of our mess and we start calling out to Him, then and only then will He have our ear, or will we have His ear. Just like the example I gave of Esther going in to see the king and basically not being, what's the word, in pocket. She was out of pocket for even going in. But I guess the most important thing would have been her demeanor. Just like we said last week, she fainted. Well, as the script says, she actually passed straight out. But it says in the script, when she saw the king in all of his glory, basically, in majesty, and his power, she was like, what have I got myself into? But I think that part of her falling out like she did grabbed the heart of the king and to put him in remembrance of her. And the prior times they shared. And see, this is the same as with us and the Most High. He has to be put in remembrance of the good times. And that can only happen. And that can only happen when we commit and submit to Him. Hey, how you doing? And see, most of us aren't willing to commit, definitely not submit to anything and anybody. We're what old boy used to call himself. They used to run, or they ran for president, I believe, against Trump. And was calling himself a maverick. And Trump hurried up and got rid of him. Which I don't believe in making fun of soldiers get caught in wartime as a POW. But my stance really is you shouldn't be in them people's lands in the first place. However, the sad thing about that is most of our military don't even know who and what they're fighting for, which is quite sad, because they're out there giving their lives for a false cause. As you may have noticed and picked up on, like I have, thank you, Father. I done dropped my phone. Thank you, Most High. Got to secure him a little better than that. That's when I came across that bump. I'm sure a mile ago. So my count is going to be off by maybe a mile and a half. But yeah, the Most High inhabits the praise of his people. And like I said, the ensign or the call has already gone out. A lot of us are not heeding the call and don't want to, because of my next script found in Proverbs. Which basically says, don't be afraid of any man. And also, I think that was worded like the master, or basically the one who has dominion over you at the time physically. But it also goes on in my own words to basically say, don't be a people pleaser. What I would used to call a brown noser. Which means you will have your nose so far up in another person's hind part that the tip of your nose would be brown. And I know that's a little graphic, but ain't nobody listening. This ain't nothing new to anybody on this listening to this recording. We all know what a brown noser is, and have been one at one time or another. And part of that reason is because of our captivity. lot of what we go through and have been through is because we're in the enemy's land. And we're basically at their mercy for now. But this will not always be the case. Let's see, the word says, don't yield to temptation. So in not yielding, this season it takes wisdom. And staying in tune with the Ruach HaKodesh. On your left. On your left. Thank you. How y'all doing? Great. Once again, it's so crazy to me how most of our folks are out here watching other folks or watching them folks exercise, or the few of us folks exercise, and they're just sitting around. And like I was thinking, it's us folks that need it most. The fatties, or the fat bodies, the overweight, the heavy. And see, what's going on is, just like that text, we're not only afraid of our captors, but we've gotten comfortable in our captivity. To the point where we're super overweight, unhealthy, the highs in all the major diseases that has to do with eating a terrible diet, overeating, and without any kind of exercise. You should be. And in my own defense, I would say I had to sit down for 11 months straight. And then here in the last year, about 6 months straight. Good shot, man. temptation to do evil for evil. But I let the Ruach HaKodesh that's in me have the final say. And most of the time, us folks want to prove a point. But see, the only point we have to make in these days is that the call has been put out. Or should I say the invitation to return back to the Most High. And like I said, a lot of folks ain't gonna want to hear this because they have grown comfortable here in the land of their captivity, all over the earth. They've gotten a little breathing room, but then still their brothers and sisters are being treated harshly, being killed daily. Pardon me, this is my apple break, but I'm gonna keep recording. And also, like I said, to be totally transparent, I saw a fine lady up in the park. I mean, super fine. The kind that when you're walking with your wife, you'll be highly tempted to look around. But since I am married, and happily as the saying goes, for 21 years this year, I said I dare not tempt myself to even go back in the park. So I'm gonna head on to my neighborhood and finish my last mile. And by the way, I washed the truck for all those smart butts out there like my wife. I didn't had to come on because I didn't want to shortchange myself, because I had at least a mile, if not a mile and a half, when I dropped my phone and came back and found it. Thank the Most High. So I should have just about a mile left in my completion of my week, which we do. I will be gone. Stop my doggone ride. That's okay. I'll restart it once I get back to the house. And I'll restart this too when I get back. Now maybe we can finish strong without any distractions. But just as I saw, just because you leave one place trying to duck distractions and opposition, I was almost home and this joker pulled out in front of me in a little bitty car. But it's time that we stand up like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Even though you might do whatever you say you're going to do to us, oh King, we will not dare turn our backs on the Most High. And as the script says, don't fear man who can take the body, but fear the one that can take the soul and send that hind part to hell. Hey there. Hey buddy. Hey buddy, hey buddy. Get it? Hey big boy. It's so funny seeing dogs and how much they react like people. And I say that because a lot of times people are cool and just want to play or enjoy your company. But they simply don't know how. And most of the time come off wrong. I love the way a plan works out. No muss, no fuss. Careful in here. Folks making that weekend liquor house run to the ABC store. I said, Rob, what you know about a liquor house? That's what I be saying about driving for myself as well as other folks.